Investors all over the world are interested in Tesla's stock, and it seems to be doing well in a down market. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Elon Musk land. And it even receives some high praises and predictions from analysts. Tesla, on the other hand, does not disappoint. They're doing their very best to stay on top. And with this, it seems like they're slowly making the analysis predictions come true. There are many Tesla bulls out there. Chamath Palihapitiya has been one of Tesla's most prominent bulls, and everyone knows about him and his support for Tesla. However, he's done something that's left everyone amazed. Even though he's such a Tesla bull, he's sold all his Tesla stock. Coming from him, this was totally unexpected. But why would he sell all of his Tesla stock when he's a very prominent Tesla bull? Stay tuned to find out. Chamath Palihapitiya has been holding a very strong position in Tesla stock for quite a long time. However, he decided to sell all of his Tesla stock just a few months after the stock received a positive projection. During an interview, he gave his reason for selling all his Tesla stock. However, he seems to be a strong believer that the company's got a bright future ahead. But even as he gave his reasons, was it worth it? Chamath Palihapitiya was a very vocal person when it came to supporting Tesla. He was always betting on Tesla CEO Elon Musk since he considered him a very close friend of his. People already knew that Palihapitiya was a reliable investor who would want to not risk his money just to please a friend. The seasoned financial analysis has also appeared to believe in Tesla's ideas. He also appeared to believe that the company was well on its way to exceeding all expectations. According to the founder and CEO of Social Capital, he claims that he sold his stake in the Elon Musk-led electric vehicle startup simply because the high pricing allowed him to fund his other ventures. Palihapitiya spoke up, saying that he doesn't have an endless supply of cash, so when he has these ideas, he's got to find a way to fund them. He then went on to say that the only option left for him would be to overextend himself, but this was a danger that he was not willing to explore. It's quite odd, especially coming from a Tesla bull. When it comes to the world of investing, the buying and selling of stocks is not a new concept. Even more interesting is the fact that he sold all of his Tesla stock. What people don't really understand about this is how it is possible to believe in a brand so passionately and yet not really have even a small stake in the company. People are asking many questions about this move because earlier this year, he advised investors to hold onto the stock, telling them to not sell any of the stock. So he then went on to tell them that he expected the stock to double or triple in value. As of last year, Tesla's stock has had a great price in the market. In fact, it's been a great stock market winner. It was hitting milestone after milestone as it went well on its way to the S&P 500 index. This capped off a very strong year for growth. And the stock increased by about 743% in 2020 alone. It's been quite a long time since people saw such growth rates. Some people suspect that Chamath Palihapitiya lost faith in the company's stock and he just wanted out. Chamath sold his stock and said that he was interested in cash-generating assets, hyper-growth companies with growth rates of up to 50% a year, and other assets like Bitcoin and Solana. Even though Chamath Palihapitiya claims that he's still positive about Tesla, he also said that his thesis has changed a little bit. He admitted that he had completely misjudged the size of the electric vehicle industry. He claimed that the market had greatly shifted today. This was referring to other automakers like Ford or General Motors, working towards building their own electric vehicles. Nevertheless, he genuinely believes Tesla will be quite busy just being a best-in-class electric vehicle car company. At this point, it seems that somehow he's predicting that the moment other automobile companies manage to join the electric vehicle industry, Tesla will have a hard time achieving high growth levels anymore. But that's where he's wrong. With Palihapitiya selling his stock, it can be seen as the most compassionate act for a man on a mission to change the world. How else to do this if not by reinvesting the money elsewhere where you can get a higher rate of return? This can be interpreted as the most prominent way for a promoter to build their public image, so that he can then acquire some shares at a lower price, raise the price in public markets, and then later sell them to the public and keep the gains. If you were to put the stocks aside, then everything else that he said about Tesla when he was still bullish about it still stands. When he was asked about it, he said that what he finds the most appealing about the brand is that Tesla is already distributed as an energy firm. This is a notion that Elon Musk has already expressed before, and in a 2016 interview, he said that people think of Tesla as an electric car company, but Tesla's whole aim is to speed the advent of sustainable energy, which, so far, this is still relevant. The company is constantly working on this, and they're doing this with constant innovation and great speed, which still surprises the investors. Tesla's entire focus is on making the renewable energy transition a reality, and right now, Tesla is at the top when it comes to electric vehicle manufacturing. Even though there are others in the same field, Tesla has already been a benchmark, and it is a truly profitable thing to behold at this point, with positive earnings in each of the last 5 quarters. What separates Tesla from other legacy original equipment manufacturers is that they're primarily attempting to balance the transition from gasoline to electricity. This is even though it's not required to do so. On the other hand, Tesla is also involved in solar power and battery technology. Even as renewable energy technology continues to become more mainstream, there is an even greater expansion opportunity. Tesla already has a large and loyal client base to which they can offer other products. For those who have an environmental, social, and corporate governance bend, then Tesla already appears to be a much bigger player when it comes to clean energy industry, and looking like that towards the future. Another important factor to note is that Tesla already has a lot of room for expansion. After all, they do have one very visionary CEO leading them. They can be described as a burgeoning industry, and this description has quite a lot to enjoy in it. What is even more interesting is that, assuming Tesla can maintain its industry chassis, it has a lot of room to catch up with some of the older competitors that just don't have that same image. Legacy car companies like Ford and GM are thinking of expanding their electric car operations. However, their dominance is already in the gasoline-powered vehicle sector, and that dominance on this side does not give them any sort of advantage when it comes to electric cars. In the electric car market, Tesla has already built a name for itself with its brand. With Tesla's name being frequently spoken from time to time, the electric vehicle playing field is a lot more level. Also, Tesla has already shown that it can compete well with the biggest automakers in the industry. Ever since Palihapitiya sold all his stock, it didn't take long before the brand got back to being a trillion-dollar company. In addition to that, Tesla's been working vigorously on its expansion plans. Most analysis think that the growth will speed up even more in the second half of this year, and then in the second half of 2022. Tesla's already begun production of the German location. In addition, Tesla's new factory in Texas is set to start production soon. Drew Bagolino, Tesla's Senior Vice President of Powertrain and Energy Engineering, said that the company was already making good progress on the ramp curve in Kato, which is where a prototype is held, and that line is producing 4680 cells. So the Tesla Model Y is going to be the first car made with a battery pack built into the car itself. Giga Texas is also going to be building the long-awaited Cybertruck electric pickup and the semi-electric truck in the future. However, there's no firm production dates which have been given for any of these vehicles. According to Tesla, they expect vehicle deliveries in 2022 to climb more than 5% per year. That's even with all the long-standing supply chain challenges that it does not really expect to be resolved in the next year. When Elon Musk, who was speaking for the world's most valuable automaker, gave an optimistic outlook after the company had a record quarter of sales that beat Wall Street's predictions, skeptics were shocked, but Tesla bulls stayed confident. When you take the market emotion and psychology into account, everything appears to be going pretty well for Tesla. So far, Tesla's value is surely going to rise as competition continues to dominate numerous areas, and it will eventually surpass current predictions, although the growth may not be as fast as investors like Palihapitiya would prefer. It is important though to remember that the electric vehicle race is a marathon and not a sprint. It is much better to play the long game on this one. So what do you think about Tesla's stock? Is it going to skyrocket soon? Where can you predict it to go? Let us know down below, and while you're still here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!